was wondering what you were gonna do there. I love you. Yeah. Hey guys, we're back again for episode number 75 of Taking the Credit. Whoa! Cue applause. I guess I could actually do that. Cue applause. Sorry you can't hear that.
I don't care.
I might not even include it. We'll see. I should, though. Because it's a soundboard. That's what it's here for. Come on, Karsten.
I'm sleepy. I'm sorry.
What did we do today?
I don't know.
Tell the people.
You tell the people. You were the one excited about it.
Excited about what? What part of it was I excited about? I was tagging along.
We moved it so that you could join.
Well, I wasn't included in the original idea, right?
No.
So, you don't want to talk about it?
You can talk about it.
Okay. We climbed a hill. That's what we did. We did the Manitou Incline, which we talked about last week.
Yes.
I didn't include the picture when Kirsten showed it. Really ridiculous picture of the fantastic, like, celebratory lady on the top of the mountain. All, yeah, whatever.
Like
Yeah, Leonardo from Titanic style. So, yeah, anyway, there was that picture, and in the picture there were heavy clouds, as though once you get to the top of this staircase, then you are above the clouds. It's,
like in an airplane above the clouds, kind of.
Yeah, it's heavily doctored. Heavily doctored image with the clouds, but it was cool.
Yeah, it's funny because you see pictures of it and people have done it and you're like, oh, cool, you're walking up a bunch of stairs, like whatever, and then you actually get there and it's like much more treacherous.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I ever saw maybe I saw pictures of it. I knew it existed.
It's hard to capture the incline. Like, it's hard to be able to see in a picture, which I found when I was taking millions of pictures today.
Especially when it goes up and then bloops.
Yeah.
So
because there was one point we stopped at the fake summit, Jordan, false summit. Jordan was so proud.
He was like shouting about that.
Summit.
Hey, everybody. There's a false summit up here.
Yeah. Keep going. Yeah, but
I'll never end 6,000 steps.
I was sitting on the rock there, and like that was so steep. Like that was trippy.
Yeah.
I was like, holy cow, we're way up there.
Yeah, there was that one part where we were like the steps were incredibly just
steep. Yeah.
Steep.
If you're short, that's got to be really tough.
Yeah.
Like short people probably struggle even more because their legs are stumpier.
You seem to have no problem going up.
It was all right.
I know we talked about it today, but like, and I knew that would happen, but
I was suffering
incredible.
when we first started. It's hard to pace yourself unless you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because you were cruising. You're like, here I go. I'm going up the hill, and I was tired already at that point. I was like, and then you stopped, and I was like, all right, I'll take a break. And then once you stopped, I noticed you started. That's when you started kind of having like okay, we need to stop. But like that's when I was like, oh, this is great. Let's keep going. And
yeah,
it was still tough. It's not tough. Like I definitely stopped plenty of times, but I got ahead. So when I was braking, you guys were going, and that's why it made it seem like I was doing such oh, this isn't tough. But
you were going up a lot faster. And I don't know. I mean, I will say, and I just have to defend my honor a little bit, but I did stop. Most of the stops, I believe, were Jordan based.
Please stop. Please.
But at the same time, I'm a stopper. I like stopping. So
yeah, there's lots of really good like angles and stuff. I got a panoramic picture that was cool, but like it just was fun to look down and look around because like you got up there and like little baby snowflakes at one point.
Yeah. It took an hour. We got there. We got at 11? The base. Yeah, it was 10:58. But we took pictures, so we'll call it 11.
Yeah.
So yeah, started off at 11. I didn't actually look when we got to the top? At what time?
12:04.
12:04.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
Seems reasonable.
yeah, we took some breaks, but we really didn't get like blown past
No.
much.
Just by
There
the
were,
ones that clearly do it all the time or
Yeah.
work out way more than us.
Definitely, there were a lot of those people who run up it.
The ones
Incredible.
running down. The ones
Yes.
running down.
Ugh.
I was like, that is like a death wish. That's a death trap.
I started to understand it when it took so long to get down.
The other side, yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my God, are we back yet? I'm so tired.
I
just
know.
want sushi.
That was
I'm
awful.
hungry.
I feel like it didn't
I'm
have to take that long.
tired. No, but it was like icy in quite a few
Yeah.
spots. That was kind of tricky. So
We were stuck behind a slow couple for a while,
yeah.
but
I'm
if we
surprised
were
that they
able
wouldn't just stop and like we could have sped up, but they were going like a reasonable pace.
to, yeah,
But it was kind of annoying. I was like, get out of the way, people. And once we were about to leave, when we got to the bottom, the paramedics got there.
that's true. Yeah,
So
we don't know who they were there for. We didn't see any trouble.
Well, there was people walking behind us at one point. That light just went out, and
Oh,
they stopped. Like I couldn't hear them anymore. Like as we got further down, but like when we were going, I thought I heard the lady like yelp, like a lady behind us, and I wonder if that's what that was for.
that would be no good. But we made it down okay.
Yes, we did. I slipped a couple of times on the ice coming back down because it was still kind of snowy.
And how were our legs feeling?
It's funny, we were like, I would say 3/4 of the way there, and I was like, I'm feeling it, and you're like, you're just now feeling it.
Right.
Like my legs didn't really start hurting, but I noticed when we were walking down, my right leg, as soon as we stopped on like a level ground, it was shaking, like it was trembling, and I was like, ooh. So
Yeah, that was happening to me pretty bad when I sat, like I was saying earlier to you. When I actually
sitting.
when I actually took a break and sat down and then got back up, that lactic acid was like,
That drive wasn't too bad though. It definitely took up pretty much like the majority of the day, like getting up and going. But I woke up at 8 o'clock, 7:51 to be exact, on a Saturday, which is unheard of.
I had the day off.
Yes, you did. That was nice.
Which is unheard of.
Yeah, but you didn't really take the day off because we were doing physical activity for hours.
Well,
Oh, I'm so tired. Oh man, I feel like.
Day left.
Oh no, yeah, there's plenty of day. I mean, it's like 5 o'clock right now, and I'm gonna eat a bunch of sushi. That's gonna be so good. That sounds so good. I'm so hungry right now.
Yeah.
And I want like a nice dark beer, like a nice heavy dark beer. Sounds really good.
Do you have a kind? And
Maybe 1554. That's always a good
yeah,
one.
that's your
Or find
classic,
something
right?
Dark, yeah. Syrupy.
yeah, I'm excited to play some video games.
Yeah, that'll be nice. We'll wrap it. We'll keep this one fairly brief today. But last night I forgot. Like I was all drowsy from the Z-Quil, and I whipped out the little face razors, and I was face razoring my face.
Oh, you gotta explain that better because people are gonna think you're just shaving your face.
Basically. No, they're like beauty tools. Like I'm sure all ladies have heard of them, but they're just like little tiny, they look like the edge, the long part of like a comb, like the picking side or whatever. What is that? Like, like a long comb, like that has a very small, sharp edge. So just like a large toothpick or a large, like a cotton thing a Q-tip, but at the end of it has like a little tiny baby razor, and I use it. It came with something that I bought from Sephora, and so I was like, this is cool. So I just used it to like shave my peach fuzz on my face, and apparently it's supposed to help. Like if you do the peach fuzz stuff over your eyelid area, it's supposed to help with like eyeshadow looking less spotty or something. I don't know, but anyways. I was very drowsy. I had had a drink or two, and I was in the bathroom face razoring my face with a little razor.
Yes.
It was nice.
That thing is pretty fun.
It is fun, yeah, because it makes like the little like...
Well,
noise.
yeah, at least the back side of the
Yeah,
neck.
I did that because I get like little neck hairs, and I was just using it all over. It was great.
Yeah,
It was great.
I haven't used it in a bit. I actually only used it that first time.
Yeah.
But
I feel like I just talked for like 5 minutes straight, and now I'm tired. My throat hurts from talking so much.
babe, you can't do that. Your throat hurts from breathing in all that cold air while hiking up a mountainside.
My hair is fuzzy.
I was really, really concerned about having a dry nose. I know. I mean, I'm a Michigander, so I guess it's just hard for me to not speak nasally anyhow. But
Jordan made it seem like we were gonna die on the way up there. Like, make sure you have like 10 bottles
Water,
of water
yeah.
and drink water the whole time you go up. Like, drink water as you're walking up, and it's very quick elevation, so you're probably gonna die. And I was like, no way. And it wasn't really that bad. I feel like he made it sound worse than it was.
yeah, our gate just opened.
Huh?
Our front gate just swung open.
Let me go take a look. Hold on.
Okay. Jude's fine, but
Did you close it?
I thought so. Do you want me to go out there?
I can go out there.
No, well, come here.
You want me to?
No, come here. Take over.
Do I look stupid?
No,
You're like, don't go out there.
that's not what I'm saying.
Giant baby. You look like a giant
I'm
baby.
saying if there's danger, it's
There's
for me.
no danger out there. Jude would have alerted
Danger.
us. She would know if there was someone out there. We were just in such a rush to get home because we had the Furbo plugged in, and Jude was like crying, whining. I think that's we just didn't close the gate. But I was a little nervous. Like, the Furbo is really nice. It's super cool. It's like for those people that maybe don't know what a Furbo is, it's just like a camera, but you plug it in and it's linked to your phone. So if your dog is barking, it'll alert you, and you can shoot treats, and you can talk to your dogs. Like, you can hear them, you can connect and hear them. And then you can also, throw treats and talk to them, which is super nice. But anytime I do that to Jude, like if I try to talk to her in the past, she's just like, and she freaks out. But the treats are good. I trained her when we got back how that works. So now in the future, if we want to throw treats, we probably can. We can throw treats at her in the future because she knows what it is now.
Apparently.
It'll comfort her.
Definitely not. She's seems to be a little bit concerned when she hears the noise. But once they launch,
Yeah.
she's into it.
I'm glad I put some dog food in there before we left just in case. And
Yeah.
I mentioned, I think we were like at the summit, and I was like, I was trying to pull up the Furbo, and I was like, should I blast some treats off? And you're like, no, don't do it.
I don't want to
Don't do it. Don't
I don't wanna
blast
worry
off the
her.
treats.
stress her out more with this unknown thing. Unfamiliar. Thanks for holding that down, by the way.
All I was doing was talking about the Furbo.
Well, that's okay. I had the stuffy nose. The yum stuffy nose.
Ew.
What's the thing? Yeah, that is gross. Never mind.
What were you talking about?
I was just gonna bring up how many beans were in that one meal that we got
Hello Fresh?
this week. Yeah, but
Yeah, no, that's great. Let's talk about it.
I mean, there's not much to say. It's just a
Beans.
can of beans, you know? Weird.
Yeah, one of the Hello Fresh meals was like bean and
Salsa
cheese
verde enchiladas.
enchiladas, and they had, it's funny, you open the bag and there was a can of beans, and I thought that was just beans, and then they were refried beans.
Are they like Hormel?
Yeah,
brand?
but there was like a little advertisement in there, like a little flyer or something, and then when you poured it out into the thing, it was like cranberry, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like
Yeah.
sludgy.
I
Big
like your
ol'-
hair.
Oh, I'm just, it's actually really bothering me. It's very dry, so I need to start putting more stuff in it. But, yeah, it was like a lot of beans. Like, those were some big, beefy, beanie, not beefy, but beefy, you know what I mean?
They were
burritos.
beanie. Yeah, they were large. It was vegan?
Vegan. No,
Vegetarian, because there was sour
Vegetarian.
cream.
yeah, but they were good. I mean, they turned out really nice. And I'm pretty
cheese.
convinced, though, like, they'll send stuff, and it's like, if it's a meal for 4 people, like, use all of it, or like it'll, like, for little sauce packets and stuff. So I'm pretty
Yeah.
convinced that sometimes, Like you can't send half a can of beans. So like you could have easily made that into like twice as much as what we had. Those were stuffed with those beans.
Yeah, but they only gave you X amount of tortillas, Like there's only 6 tortillas.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, if it was a meal for 4, they would send double some of the stuff. But some of the stuff they can't cut in half, like a can of beans.
Oh.
So like.
Okay.
You know
So you
like
order it for. I see.
And yeah.
I gotcha. Yeah. Well, I enjoy it. It's nice, but we're doing sushi tonight. Yeah, for sure.
Do you think we could both go together?
I mean, we're gonna have one heartbroken one, but
Fine,
yes.
I'll go by
No,
myself.
I will go. I said I was gonna go.
No, we will go. We will go, and Jude will be fine.
Joodle.
She'll be just fine.
Joodle noodle. Fine. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, we hiked today, and it's been a long time, and we chose to do something pretty difficult after not doing it for a long time, so that was tough, but we overcame, and we conquered, and that was cool. We also, this week, watched this documentary that was creepy.
We watched a couple documentaries, didn't we? The Challenger, and then we watched the one about the local guy that killed his family.
Yes, and I'm sorry for smacking my lips just then. That was really loud in the microphone. But yes, we did. Oh man, 2 sad ones.
Yeah, I never knew much about the Challenger. I knew that the spaceship exploded, and it seems like it was such a big deal because they were sending up a teacher. You know what I mean? If it was just like astronauts and something went wrong, I'm sure it'd be sad. But like they made it seem like at that point in time, whatever the 80s.
Yes, 86.
Yep. That like space is going to happen. Like we're going to space. We're going to do it a lot. And then because that happened, like they were really advertising it. And then they were like, okay, we got to step back and like fix this.
Yeah.
We can't be sending people into space if our spaceships are going to explode.
Probably should have stepped back and fixed it before they launched that one, but it seemed like that's the weird thing.
They knew it was doomed, and they just didn't care. They were like, whatever. Yeah, you can do that with like work things, like little things that like, oh, sorry, I was wrong, but like you can't do that with people's lives. Like.
You're right. I should stop. Yeah, they. I mean, even just showing like the morning of the launch, having all those icicles hanging off of everything in the structure, like maybe to an aeronautical engineer, they're thinking like it doesn't matter, but I don't know. It looks, and that was only one piece of it, but they had it like they were blasting it with water all night or something so it wouldn't freeze. Is that?
No, the water. I don't know. They were like draining something, and that's the water was like, but
they were like hitting the actual rocket ship with.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought that's what they said.
I don't remember.
It seemed weird, but
I want to know like the last moments, like before, like obviously they probably didn't know that was going to happen, but like what if something started failing internally, but no one knew that, and they were kind of like, oh crap, like this is like.
But we heard the conversation.
Yeah, I know. It was like, it's
they
weird.
Thought everything was good, and then it just blew up.
Well, they didn't quite just blow up because they found their body. Like they found them at the very end. They were talking about how they were in the water, like looking for remains and stuff, and they were like in a capsule or something. So like the part of the ship that they were riding in, I think disconnects in a sense. So like it's, blech. So like when it was in the water, they found it. And they found their remains in there, or most of them.
Really?
Yeah, they were talking about that. And maybe by remains they mean like splattered guts and stuff if they exploded, but I don't know.
I don't know. Don't remember that part.
Yeah, you were asleep.
Wow, so they actually found, but yeah. I mean
so they didn't quite
think
like
that they
blow up.
But they couldn't have like. There's no way they could have survived, even just the explosion.
No,
I can't
of course
imagine.
not. But I'm wondering, so like how do spaceships land then? Do they land on a runway?
That one they were talking about, they built because it had wheels and it landed on a runway, and so like they would send it up again. That was their plan. That's why it cost whatever $3 trillion, and they were going to put all the cargo stuff on.
So like a plane kind of like where it has the wings and it can kind of like slow down and
Yeah. Do you remember the part they landed it in Sandy, California, and there was a guy who was like, United States of America.
Oh, okay. That's great.
Yeah. But they landed it like a plane.
It probably was a plane. It didn't actually go into space. It just went up there and then it came back down.
Yeah, I don't know. But they used it before. Like
Yeah.
some of the people in that crew flew in that one, I think, before is what they were saying.
The last clip where they were talking about future stuff, remember, like it was just music and they were just showing pictures and whatever. They said that they fixed the problem. So it was like whatever the tubes, the O-ring thing and like that, like sparking or whatever. They fixed it, but then another rocket exploded or some like they had another failure and then it was really fixed after that. So like they went through that twice at least.
The daughter of the O-ring guy, so dramatic. He pulled me aside at 3:06 p.m. and he looked at my shoelace and he said, "They're all going to die."
Yeah, something like that.
Oh my god, I got a splinter just now. Or
How
sliver.
did you do that?
I don't know.
Ew, that makes me uncomfortable. I was actually just picking at a hangnail and it was hurting. So fingy problems.
Oh,
I'll go get
maybe
the
it was from
tweezers.
this. All right.
I'll go get the tweezers. Hold on,
Yeah,
keep talking.
tweeze up. Okay. Yeah, anyway, that documentary was pretty sad, and I guess I remembered what I remembered of it, or what I knew of it before watching the documentary was that it was a liftoff that went horribly wrong. And I don't even remember if I knew she was a teacher, but I knew that there was a civilian on the flight. But yeah, how awful. After such, such an exciting like moment to be going up into space. But yeah, it was tough. I don't know. They like play the audio. It seems like nobody knew what was going to happened in the moment. They had to investigate that, but
Sorry, I got distracted by my stupid hair. Ooh. Where did that come from?
I don't know. Uh-oh.
Wait, this is
I
great.
can't really get to it. I think it may have been either from the base of
How
this
could that happen?
or it's from the table, but the commenters will have to let me know. Sorry for the listeners, you did not get to witness. All right, don't be careless with this.
I'm not being careless.
Should we move this so it's on camera at least?
What do you mean on camera? That doesn't hurt. Stop.
Yeah.
This is a very awkward position for me.
Where could I make it better?
That
Come
doesn't
on.
hurt. Stop.
You're being unnecessarily punishful.
I'm not. Do you want to try it with your right hand?
No, it's not gonna work because I have to be able to like pinch it.
You don't have to pinch it.
Gotta be able to pinch it to get it out.
This is very dangerous.
Man, I made it up the hill today, but come home and
Get blasted with things in your fingies.
get murked by household items.
Where would that must have come off the table, right? No, because the table's like
I would think so.
really not from the stand. Wow, this is an adventure today.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I just wanted to get a good pinch on it.
This was like
Wanted
my
to get-
worst
yeah,
nightmare
sorry.
as a child, was getting splinters. I hated that idea of it.
Yeah, that happened to me a lot.
Radio silence.
Sorry. Splinter time.
Do you want me to find like a needle?
No,
That might help. Here,
not really.
you work on it.
All right.
It's it's a very thin layer of skin there. You can just rip it open. That's what I would do. I could get my little razor and you could cut it. Cut it right out. Everyone was driving real slow today and it was making me very upset.
Just on the way back, right?
Yep. On the way there, we were like cruising, but on the way back, yeah, people were driving ridiculously slow and it was making me very upset. Um, what else do we watch? We watched that like The Neighbor or whatever, that movie with the Watts, and he murdered his family. That one was kind of sad. That was actually the way that it was set up. It seemed like they didn't like it could have been more detailed, but it was all like real footage. Like there wasn't someone sitting around like, well, Chris was acting really strange that day and I don't really know what happened. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
It was like all just footage from the news and like texts and stuff like that. So it's kind of fun. Well, I mean, never fun, but you know what I mean? Like you're kind of like, oh, involved and not opinions. It was just, here's what's happening.
I got it.
Did you?
Yep.
Nice. Thank God. I didn't want to have to do that. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was really weird.
To me now. Thank you.
And it was like something that happened not far from here, like
Courtney's
30 minutes
neighborhood.
from here.
No, it was like, that's like 15 minutes away. That's really close.
All right, well, if I'm driving, it's 30.
Yeah. 20. Give yourself some credit.
Okay, so it's close. And yeah, awful. Just seems like I don't know.
He blamed the wife for
Yeah.
killing the kid. Like, that's sad. And then when he finally said, like, oh, I brought the kids to the place and that's where I murdered. You know what I mean? Like, that's, ugh. That girl, her family, it's so sad. And the part where they started talking about all of, like, the media and the social media people, and they're, like, saying, you know, you're the worst. She was crazy. Blah, blah. Like, oh, my
Saying
God. Like,
mean
who are
things to
these
the
people? Yeah.
victim's
Like,
family.
what?
Yeah, it's messed up.
Messed up. Just like the guy from that Cecil Hotel. The death metal guy. My life is ruined. It kind of made it sound like he died in a sense. He was all like, I kind of died when...
As an artist.
Yeah.
I died. Yeah, but this one's different. It's so crazy that her family would be catching any flack. Yeah.
Sad.
And like, I don't know. Like you said, it was interesting because they did use all this real footage and media footage, and police released chest cam footage.
That was fun. I like that, yeah.
But
that guy's got like girlfriends in jail and stuff. It's gross.
there were a lot of unanswered questions.
Yeah.
A lot of unanswered questions about like why, really.
Yeah, they didn't really talk about that.
They released him like telling the story.
Yeah.
But even then, it didn't make sense. Like, could we have gotten into some forensics and like her...
We had
like,
sex and then I killed her.
Yeah, like wouldn't they be able to prove that?
Yeah, you think.
And like, yeah.
But think the thing that threw me off and made me like really like, what? Like this guy was an idiot. Like he seemed not bright, not very smart at all. But where he buried his wife and like a shallow grave and left a bunch of stuff lying around, like the sheets and stuff from the kids.
Yeah.
Like this guy acted on some sort of weird impulse and did not think twice.
The statistics at the end where it's talking about how frequent this happens.
All the time.
Domestic violence, murders or whatever between married couples. And it said that it was like, of course, most often by men. And then it said like they're whatever, they usually are all premeditated.
Yeah.
And so like thinking about how he like, oh, her phone, this is her lifeline.
I know,
and,
that was weird.
Her wedding ring is in here. Like he had the thought to like remove
her ring. Like, yeah. Unless she had already taken it off because he said that he wanted to leave her or whatever.
But I think that was a lie. Like, I mean, somebody else said it, but I agreed with their thought that like he probably killed her while she was sleeping. Because he was like, she didn't fight back. What?
Right. Yeah.
Like,
No, she would.
no one would not
Please
fight back.
Kill me. Yeah.
Like just you on instincts alone, you'd like have to
start thrashing.
Yeah.
I would start thrashing.
Yeah.
Like Tina when she's sleeping from Bob's Burgers in the bed. Like, woo.
Yeah, you'd start swinging or something.
Yeah. Sad.
Yeah. So I mean, with that said, I don't know if I believe his stories about, because it wasn't clear what he said he did to his daughters.
No,
Oh
I think he strangled them though. Because he was talking about putting like the blanket over her head or whatever and just like strangling them. But that's the sick part too, is like he brought the kids to the oil, whatever, and then killed them.
Yeah.
Like, didn't do it beforehand, killed them there.
With
like, very sad. The dead mom in the back, yeah.
Yeah, with the mom in the back. God,
Very
that's
sad.
weird.
I know, very weird.
But
I guess
also, I don't know if that's true either,
Yeah,
right? Because that was
right.
the same story when he was saying that he told her that he was gonna break up or whatever. So
that one's been out for a while, but that, or at least that movie or the documentary thing, but that one never really like intrigued me as much because it was here and it was on like our news and stuff, and like we read about it because it was close. But like I didn't realize it was like a national, like, oh my god, like this is like, holy cow, this guy's crazy.
I knew just the basics about the story before watching this, and like, yeah, I don't know, I don't usually dig into this, and it's weird that it's close, but it's also like, I don't know, it's just weird wherever it is.
Yeah.
And it's not like he's a serial killer. I feel like that's one thing.
Yeah.
But
he would have been, though. If he got away with it, he would have probably killed his girlfriends and stuff.
I don't know. I wonder. Like,
I like when he failed the lie detector test.
Yeah, that was good.
What? Yeah, I mean, like, I didn't know that was going to happen. I wasn't sure when they would find out that he did it.
Yeah, says to his dad that he
I
just didn't pass.
And then they were like, we knew you were cheating. You lied about that. We knew you were. Like, it's very interesting to watch how the police work and how the cops work. You know what I mean? Like, they had that information. They had interviewed his girlfriend or whatever and then asked him about it. And he was like, no, I didn't cheat. I didn't do that. And then, like, all along they knew that so that they could be like, well, you lied about this. So clearly you're lying about everything else.
Yeah, they were just straight up with them. Like, you know they're not coming home.
Right, yeah. Like,
tell us where they are.
Yeah, aren't they cold out in the wilderness, whatever?
And it was like day one or whatever.
Yeah.
Never asked for a lawyer.
I liked when the cops left, like, the neighbor house, and he's all like, that dude is not right.
Yeah.
He was, like, nervous, and the cop was like, oh, well, he's probably nervous because, you know,
That surprised me that the cop was like, yeah, I mean, I get it, partly, but he wasn't acting like...
Oh my god, yeah, they were like, you haven't cried at all, your children are missing, and like, you haven't cried, you were on the TV, like, national news, and you were like, oh yeah, please come home, this isn't a home without you, or whatever,
come back.
Yeah, come back, please. Didn't cry at all.
Oh my god.
I know, what an idiot.
What?
That guy was an idiot, not smart, like, at all.
His brain was just turned off. And yeah, to think like this dude's going on the news and saying all this, and he's
the one that did
soon he'll be arrested and charged, and yeah. Wow.
Crazy.
Messy. This doesn't make sense.
What else did we do this week? That's pretty much it. We just watched TV and hung out.
Bachelor
was good.
I'm routinely falling asleep before the end of the episodes.
We can always watch the recorded version, though. That's the thing.
But you see it, and you already know who wins because you spoiled it.
I had to look
yourself.
it up, but that's because I was getting really like anxious about like the whole racist thing going on, and I was like, I want to know like what's going on because I need to find out. Like, I know who won, but I don't know if they're still together or not. Like, I don't know if it's like they're, you know what I mean? Like, when you find out who wins early, you never know if they're still together. So like even the last season, Tasia and what's his face, no clue. So like a lot of the times they don't end up together. Like even at the final rose thing, or not the final, like the after the rose, like I'd say half the time they're still not together. So even though I know who might have won, I don't know if they're still together. You know what I mean? And that's always kind of fun to find out because that's like a live thing. They film that like, and then they show it like a week later or something.
How often do you think it happens where the bachelor or bachelorette picks somebody at the very end, they break up, and then they reach out to somebody who they kicked off sooner?
Happened. Yeah, that's happened.
And they get rejected.
That was like Peter, right? Because he picked one of them.
Oh, yeah.
And then he ended up going to Hannah or whatever, right?
He went, to like 3 of them.
Yeah, Maddie and Hannah. I don't know. But that guy was an idiot too. It's funny because anytime that they do a new season, they really talk up the people like, wow, this person, it's their time. It's going to be great. And everyone's like, yeah, this person deserves it. And then like halfway through, they're like, this person's an idiot. They don't know what they're doing. Oh my God, it's the worst. But that was kind of like Claire. I feel like they were excited about her being the bachelorette. And then like she
was shaking things
she's
up
such
at
a
like
dumb
to.
person. Sorry.
She's not dumb.
Yeah,
she just knows what she wants, and it's Dale.
No, but like her personality, her like she just was. Ugh, God, no.
That's not nice.
Can't.
Say something
I don't care.
nice
I don't
about her.
care. No, her and Dale are back together again. Apparently, there were pictures of them on a beach in Florida.
Oh no.
The tabloids.
Them blowids.
It's probably because they weren't being talked about anymore, and they're like, oh, we gotta get in the news again. The tabloids.
Let's get together before
The
Neil
blowids.
Lane takes my ring back.
It's too late. If they broke up at all, they take that away. That doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter. Are
Doesn't
you
matter.
sure?
Yeah, absolutely positive. They
So
have to
you can
consistently stay
confirm.
together. I think it's like 2 years or something for them to be able to keep the ring. But if they separate at any point between when the show ends and 2 years after, bye-bye ring.
So Chris Harrison just came over and pulled it off of
Yeah.
Claire's finger.
Not Chris Harrison, though, because he's racist, apparently. But someone else.
But he's not racist.
I know.
We defended
I know.
Chris
I'm just saying.
in
I'm
our
joking.
last
I'm being
episode.
sarcastic. Like, oh, he's racist. So he's not the one that's taking the ring off of anyone's finger. I wonder.
Well, I guess he is racist. He's white, right? But he's not what everyone's
Right.
saying.
Not
about
that
him.
racist. Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna like the lady that he interviewed, that black lady, and I can't remember what her name is, but the one that they were like, he was defending like racist actions, and he was interviewing with that one, the bachelorette. It was the first black bachelorette lady, and I can't remember what her name is. But I wonder if they'll make her the host if they kick him out, because she seems to be pretty outspoken. But she's also said that she doesn't want it. She wants to distance herself from the Bachelor thing. I don't know.
That makes sense.
They can't get rid of Chris Harrison.
It seems to work for some people, but it's also a very weird way to find a relationship, especially if you go in as a contestant knowing like all of my eggs are in this basket. I do appreciate that about this current season, because I don't feel like the guys leave voluntarily. And in this season, there are girls who will just like pull them aside and be like, I don't think this is for me.
I can't do this.
Yeah.
Well, there was that one Larry the Cucumber looking guy last season that left Tasia. Remember, he's like, I'm not ready. I haven't moved on.
Well, yeah, but like if
Larry the Cucumber.
the season didn't start with Claire and then it switched over.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that wasn't Larry the Cucumber looking guy.
That was Larry the
The
Cucumber.
current
He looked
bachelor
like-
is Larry the
Yeah,
Cucumber.
there can be more than one Larry.
Colin Kaepernick.
Larry.
Larry boy.
Do, do, do,
Larry.
Larry boy. Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Larry
That's good.
boy.
So yeah, we watched some Tubaloob
Yeah.
marrying millions.
That's a good one too.
It's a good one. It's out there.
It's out there. Watch it.
We enjoy. I fall asleep by the end of that one too.
Yeah. Oh, Eli took ZQL for the first time the other
That's
day, which was
true.
interesting because you were having a hard time sleeping,
A lot.
and you tried it,
I was
and
exhausted.
I thought you had died. That was funny. I mean, like I told you to take it at 7:30 just in case, and I didn't sleep well that night because I was afraid you were gonna be drowsy and you were gonna have a hard time in the morning. So I just didn't want you to be like mad at me. And I'm tired. Yeah. But you slept on your side for like I'd say majority of the night because you weren't snoring, but you were asleep. And at one point I like reached over just to make sure you weren't dead and you were breathing, and I was like, okay, good. I wasn't sure if you'd have some weird reaction to it after. I was just like, ooh.
I was alive the whole time.
And you slept well, right?
I did sleep. I did slept well. Yeah, I did sleep well.
See, and now I feel like you kind of have an appreciation, like you're just feeling stressed, and you know that I'm stressed a lot. So it's like you can understand now why I take that, because otherwise I lay awake in bed like stressed out, and so
I get it. I mean, I still want to try to not take it.
Yeah, I get that. But like I can't. Like I need sleep. I can't not sleep because I am a very sleepy person.
Yeah, who knows? I may end up joining you on that train here
Every now and
pretty
then.
soon.
Every now and then, I'm sure. Like get yourself a good night of rest and then maybe try it later if you feel better or whatever. But
so glad tomorrow's Sunday. Feels nice. And it's because I had the day off. I didn't work today. And like we did our thing, but it's different.
Yeah, it wasn't stressful in a way. It was just tiring.
Yeah. I mean, it's just not formal.
No.
So.
Informal with Jordan.
Feels good to come home. We had our hot shower. I had a smoothie. Coffee.
I'm ready for sushi.
Coffee to stay alive.
Beer. Or maybe some bubbly wine. That would be good too, because beer's kind of heavy. But I do need to stock up on something so that way I can drink throughout the week next week, Monday.
Drink throughout the week
next week? No, this week's going to be really, really crappy because this is like the changes taking into effect start on Monday. And I have no idea like what I'm doing. Like we, in my opinion, have not been trained as much as we should be. So Monday is that first day of everything. Like they're not even like kind of putting in like a little bit of this until it fully just like sinks. It's like I don't get to use Gmail anymore. They're not letting us use email. Like, I mean, I'm sure that there's going to be a grace period for that, but yeah. And that's the crappy part too.
Wow,
is
that's
like,
weird.
We have to use this system for emailing people now, and like they track everything. It's like tickets and stuff, which is what Care does. So again, and then the people that are, the people that are handling the big clients, they get to use Gmail. Yeah. So
wow. Can't wait to get there again so we can use Gmail. Wow, that's weird. Why would that? I would think that they would have done the secure stuff or the separate one for the bigger. I
don't know. It doesn't. I mean, like they can look at whatever they want anyways. But the thing is like that is happening Monday. So it's going to be a stressful week. I don't think I've talked about it much because I know you've already had your own stress going on. But like it's going to be awful. It's going to be terrible. I hate it. I was doing introduction emails to the people taking over my large clients and I got real like kind of sad. Like I hated it. I felt so angry doing that. Like, here's this person, you're in good hands or whatever. But like, I wouldn't be the one to have to, like, I don't want to choose that. Everyone's like, oh, congrats. You're probably moving to a better new role. And it's like, nope, I feel like it's a demotion. Like, I don't even know how much I'm going to get paid for the work I'm doing. Like they still haven't told us that either.
That hasn't. I thought it was going to just stay the same.
I mean, we'll have like a base salary. I'm assuming that will stay the same because I got my like real shitty raise. You know what I mean? But like,
yeah, that was awful.
But commission wise, it could be like a group thing. And again, like our position, the ones that we're doing now, it went from like CS manager and now it's just CS. Like we're just doing it's so stupid.
If there is a silver lining, and even if there's not, like
it's less work, less pressure, probably group thing. So if I'm ever out of office, someone else will deal with it. So like I get that. But again, like I feel like we're being pushed into a role that's going to change. Like it's like we're evolving from something that was more important into something that's kind of like. And I'm waiting to see if we're going to handle emails for our big clients anyways. Like we're going to get emails from them probably, and they're just going to be forward. So we're going to be managing those same accounts anyways, probably, because they're not going to handle like all of the stuff like these other people. I don't know. It's just
Yeah. There needs to be more clarity. Yeah, it's like you're starting a new job.
Yeah, pretty much. They're changing, like, again, like they're changing us from CSM to CS. Like all of a sudden, we're not managers anymore. We're just a team. So it's like, I don't know. It's so stupid. I hate it so much. I hate it. I hate it. I hope people from work watch this and they're like, wow, you hate it so much. And like, then I don't know. But Megan,
they would have known since episode 2.
Yeah. Yeah. My coworker who I was talking to says a lot of people are feeling the same way though.
Yeah.
That they're like very much like,
it's overwhelming.
It's stupid. And again, Monday's going to come around. And I have no idea. Like I'm no idea how to do like half of anything. Like it's going to be awful. We didn't have a good enough training. Like it's funny. They were like telling us about the changes in February and then, January. I think they brought it up in January because I've been angry for at least a month. And then they said, we're going to train you in February, before March hits, like we'll make sure that you guys are happy, ready to go. We had like two calls, and it was like an hour long, and we maxed out one, and the other was like 30 minutes. Like how can you learn a whole new system in like an
Right.
hour and a half without any hands-on? Like, you try it now, or like you do this. Like, so all of that information, like, I don't know. It's awful. I hate it so much. Sorry, I don't want to talk about work because it's stupid. It's stupid.
One question though, is that okay?
Sure.
What's happening to your manager? Does he get like the same position but with
They
different
change
people?
things up. So like, he will be managing a different team. So like our whole team, the CSM team, has been broken up into like onboarding and CS and the CSMs or whatever. So like, and then there's another team that is enablement, I think, and he is managing that team now, but he's managing like 3 people when before it was like 12 or 13.
Oh,
So
wow.
but he seems happy. Like on our last team call, he was like super upbeat, really excited. So I'm hoping that at least he's happy,
Yeah.
good for him. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess they're changing everything for everyone. That's really weird. Very unsettling for a company, especially when like people rely on structure and routine.
I mean, we'll be structured, all right. Things will eventually be fine and dandy once we all learn the new system and feel comfortable with it. But I am not comfortable with it, and that's my job on Monday. So I'm sure tomorrow I'm going to be really stressed out and have a hard time like managing through the day. Like, I get kind of,
We'll try our best.
yeah, I'll probably cry a lot. Probably on Monday, or at least in this upcoming week, because things are just going to be stupid and I'm mad.
I was crying in the middle of the night, one of those nights.
Yeah, that was tough. Yeah.
Couldn't sleep.
I know.
For
I was
hours
telling my
and
mom, I
hours.
was like, I got up and like Eli wasn't in bed. I realized that, and then he was on the couch like crying. I was like, oh my god.
I wasn't crying on the couch. I was crying
basically
in bed.
crying on the couch.
Not on the couch. I was lying on the couch. I was crying in bed.
On the couch.
No. What? No. I was fine on the couch. You came out and you were yelling at me.
I was not. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you were.
No, I said, what are you doing out here? And you were like, I'm snoring and I don't want to. I was tossing and turning. And I was like, I don't care. I don't care. Because that's like stuff I like to know, so that way I can be there for you and be like, I'm sorry. Let me hold your face.
You hit me
I didn't
when
stop.
I'm snoring.
I don't hit you. I nudge you.
Okay.
I'm like,
But so I just don't want I don't want to keep you awake because like I said, every time I roll over, you would wake up. So
but I don't like, unless I just like, I wake up through the night a lot anyways, even if I take ZQL. I just like,
yeah, but
I don't like
it's because of
fully
me.
wake up. It's just kind of like
Still though, I'm disturbing your slumber. So I don't like that. And I was just trying to respect you because I couldn't fall asleep and feeling stressed, and so I just figured I'd lay out here.
Yeah.
And came back in, laid in bed for a lot longer, couldn't fall asleep still, got pretty sad about it because it had been like 2 or 3 nights in a row at that point.
It's like when Jude got sick when I lived in Broomfield, and I took
Oh,
her
yeah.
out like a couple nights in a row, like 10 times, and I was like exhausted, and I was like, oh my god. I remember crying because it was just tiring.
Yeah, I was like when taking care of my mom, just the same,
Waking
like
up a lot, not sleeping. Yeah.
stress. Yep.
It's
Didn't
tough.
feel good. So anyway, yeah. Guess we'll see what comes about in these next couple of weeks and see if I can.
Well, for you, I'm hoping that things will change and be better, and like it will work in your favor. And for me, hopefully I don't get depressed over work, because that could very well happen if things seem awful. I feel like I catch on to things pretty quickly. In the past, anytime we've changed systems or used something different, it's easy to catch on. It's just this time I'm very bitter about it. So
Yeah. Well, the
feel like
feeling that it's a demotion is.
yeah, I feel
not
resistant. Like in my brain, it's like, I don't want to learn this. I don't want to do this, but I'll be forced to. So yeah, hopefully everything will be fine.
It will be.
Vacation soon. That'll be nice.
That will be nice.
Like 2 months, 3 months away, pretty much. March, April, end of May.
It's going to be really
Oh, I'm
nice.
so excited.
Get some suntan.
Yes.
Looking good, feeling good, smelling good.
Smelling like
Romping
volcanic
around.
ash. Yeah.
Romping around, getting that ash.
It's
gonna be nice.
I've got like 3 months to get like in better shape too, because like I'm already feeling improvements from working out so much more consistently and doing cardio every day. So I feel like this is optimal. Like I'm in this now, I'm doing it. So by then I hope I'm feeling very good, and it'll be ruined in like 3 days. I'll just eat a bunch of bad food and then I'll be like, oh, all the work is.
I feel like I'm gonna want to stick with it if I can get back to it. Like if I can get back to that place, I feel like I'm gonna want to.
Yeah, that's fine. After sushi though, because we'll keep the Hello Fresh meals are very. I feel like they're relatively healthy.
Yeah.
It's simple ingredients and like
So
we have been enjoying it. Like it's really good. So just
we've been
gotta
going
keep-
a little heavy on the carbs. I've been going heavy on the carbs because you give me huge portions of noodles and bread. But
I'll
other
be
than
fine.
that,
We could
it's been
cancel
good.
it if you want to switch to salads or something and do that for a while.
no, just less carbs.
I'll spend like almost $200 at the grocery store on like 1 or 2 meals. I feel like in the past, so like $100 a week
I
for
know, it's
meals
crazy.
that are just portioned well and everything. Like,
Shout out to
sure.
HelloFresh, Juice Up, Jesse and Bailey.
Nice.
They're on that HelloFresh game. I think that today is the first day it would have come in for them. So
Very good.
let's see what happens. Whoa.
I'm really hungry.
Yeah, we should just wrap things up. We've had a long day,
My
guys.
legs are gonna be
We
beat.
climbed over 2,000 stairs.
I can't believe. Okay, real quick, I just want to address that Jordan said there were 6,000
Yeah.
steps.
He did.
And so as we're going up and suffering, there's like, oh, there's 600. Oh, there's 1,200. There's 2,200. And we're like, how much more?
Yeah, we just
can we
passed
take?
1,900.
Yeah,
and I was like,
what? 6,000? Yeah, I was like, this is ridiculous. But turns out there was only what, like 2,900 steps or something?
yeah, I should have looked at that last step specifically. I thought I saw a 2.8, but I don't really know.
Yeah, but that was
It's up there.
not 6,000.
Definitely not. Well, feels good. And we've got the rest of the weekend to relax, and that's nice. Shout out to Story to Record. Check out storytorecord.com. Holler at me and the team. Get your life stories recorded for your family. Get their life stories recorded for you and your family, or however you want to do it, you know?
Story to record.
Yeah.
STO.
Oh, my Lord, no.
Y space.
No, there's no space in a website.
Space.
No.
I'm just spelling the name RECO.
Gonna have
R
less people.
D.
Is that
Story.
where you're... Oh my god.
record.com.
COM. Yeah. And you can definitely find it on the Facebook Story to Record page, but there's a link to Teespring if you want the gear. Tri-blend everything. Very comfortable.
Very comfortable.
Holler at us. All right. Episode 75. We will see you guys for episode 76 next week. Thank you to everybody who listens, to everybody who watches. Singapore, Australia, Ireland, Thailand, Vietnam, China, Russia. All right. Bye.